Hey, welcome back to Taboo Talk. Name is Dan Daly, and thanks for listening. My ongoing saga continues. Wanted to share something with you that happened yesterday, actually. I went to an urgent care to get a DOT card, Department of Transportation card. I wasn't sick. No, I wasn't contagious, wasn't sick. Wasn't even bleeding. I needed a DOT card. And I get into the exam room, and the medical assistant, who is quote unquote woke, and I'll tell you in a second why, he had a mask on. I said, I'm not sick, I'm not contagious, can you please remove that mask? I like to see a person's face when I'm talking to them. It's called communications. And he proceeded to say, well, I don't want to get infected, I'm going on vacation soon. I said, sir, I just told you, I'm not feverish, I'm not sick, I'm not contagious. And besides that, it is a surgical mask that does not filter or block out viruses, and you know this. And he goes, well, I also draw blood. I said, sir, drawing blood, I can draw blood right now, nothing will happen, and you know it. And besides that, if you really want to protect yourself, guess what? You would have to get a form-fitted mask by NIOSH, just like they do in the hospitals. It's custom made for your face, and the beard you have on right now would break the seal of suction that protects you from any viruses. He didn't like what I said. He throws his hand up and says, I can't work like this. I laughed at him. I said, you're the most unprofessional little baby I've ever seen. And he goes, I can't work like this. I said, no, you won't work like this because I'm not on your political spectrum. That's why. He walked out. I heard him literally complaining and whining to a manager. I waited there for 15 minutes. I timed it. And I said, fine. I went out, went right to the front desk, and I said, the medical assistant that was helping me left me without any help and stormed out of the room. And the manager proceeded to tell me, well, it's his personal choice. I said, ma'am, I didn't say anything about masks yet. What do you mean personal choice? And she looks down and she goes, oh. I go, I am not contagious. I'm not sick. I needed a DOT card. Why does he have to wear a mask? Well, it's his I go, ma'am, don't tell me it's his personal choice again, because it is a political choice. Surgical masks are made for keeping blood spatter from a patient while performing surgery. They don't do viruses, and you are being political. So is he. Now, folks, this is coming back. This is reemerging. I'm seeing more and more of it coming out. I'm hearing people on the radio, on talk shows, again saying, oh, I'm wearing a mask now because CNN or CNBC or whatever it might be is saying that you might want to wear a mask again for protection. Oh, okay. I get it, for protection. By the way, that was my phone you just heard. Sorry about that, guys. I was hoping this would be over, but it won't be, because radicals and commies are running the White House, and it's true. People were divided heavily by face masks. I lost my job because I wouldn't get a shot. I know people from all walks of life that were threatened, directly threatened. They would lose their job if they didn't get a shot. I thought this was the land of the free. And I thought, what about these women's groups? My body, my decision. Gee, that didn't stand for that. That didn't hold true for shots, did it? You were called a racist if you didn't want to get a shot. You were called a racist if you didn't want to wear a mask. It's coming back. Watch out. Trust me, it's coming back. The other news, I just saw this off of Breitbart. Multiple fatalities after Hezbollah launches rockets into Israel. Fantastic. 9 killed at children's soccer game, including kids. So you won't hear this on mainstream media. Israel's Foreign Minister Israel Katz said Saturday that Israel faces all-out war after a rocket fired by Hezbollah at the Israeli Druze Arab village of Magdal Shams killed at least 9 people, including children, on Saturday evening. Fantastic. Let me just look a little bit more into the story, folks. Give me a second. From ages 10 to 12 were playing a soccer game when the rocket hit the field. Can you imagine that? Can you picture that? Children from 10 to 12 were playing a soccer when the rocket hit, I almost said a curse, hit the effing field. A warning siren only sounded as the impact happened. At least 6 people were killed and 30 wounded. You know something? What the hell is Joe Biden thinking? Okay. Folks, just pray. Okay, just pray. You may not like him. You might not like his ethics, jokes, whatever you want to call it, okay? You might think he's an egomaniac. I don't really care. Everybody out there, every single person that has ever gone into the White House has an ego. Trump needs to be back in the presidency. And you also might want to ask yourself, why all of a sudden Biden said, I'm not going to be running for re-election, yet he's not stepping down. Why? He was adamant about saying, I'm not going out, I'm not going anywhere, I'm perfectly capable of running this country for another 4 years. All of a sudden, the entire Democratic inner circle is strong-arming him. Why is that? Could it be that he's not left enough? Or is it that he is so bad off mentally, with his cognitive abilities declining, possibly? Or is it that his polls, I think the last time was at 34%, will not beat Trump? They don't want to lose power. So I'm willing to bet that all the bribery that he took from China and the other countries, and people that don't want to believe it, don't want to believe it all you want, but it's true. Congress gave proof of checks to different shell companies, and at least 15 different shell companies, to his granddaughters, to his sons, to members of his family, everywhere. I think they threatened to go to the DOJ to expose him if he didn't quit. Excuse me, if he didn't say he wasn't going for re-election. I have a feeling that's what happened. Okay. Now, on a different note, a little bit of sports here, and this is another reason why I stopped watching sports. Yeah, I know that this talk show isn't exactly about sports, but you know what? I'm probably going to incorporate it on different times. But this I had to. Packers signing quarterback Jordan Love to a 4-year, $220 million contract extension. $220 million contract with $75 million in a signing bonus. It's $55 million per year, folks. Okay, I'm going to ask. It's almost a rhetorical question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. You tell me what makes them worth that much money. And don't tell me athleticism. I don't want to hear it. The rules have changed so much in the last even 10 years. They can't get hit. They get hit. They get a penalty. You can't even touch a quarterback's head anymore. You used to be able to spear them. You used to be able to, what I think back in the 70s, there was a 2-second rule that you could actually, after the quarterback threw it, count to 1, count to 2, then it was questionable if you hit the quarterback. The Brady rule. I remember, I think it might have been a playoff game. I forgot exactly who they were playing because I stopped watching it. But somebody, it was a lineman, actually, literally, and I mean literally, had his right hand, was going for him, he brushed the top of Brady's helmet. Brushed. He was called for roughing the passer. Are you blanking kidding me? Okay, now, back to this deal. What makes them worth this money? What? You tell me. What they can throw a ball? What 75 miles an hour? They can throw a ball? What 60 yards, 70 yards? What can they part the Red Sea? Can they cure diseases? Oh, I get it. People are going to be dumb enough to buy $350 jerseys. They're going to pay $500 for $1,000 for a ticket. Yet people can't feed their families. This makes sense, doesn't it? Okay. Can you just imagine what people were the football players that played between, say, at the inception of the National Football League through, say, I'll go as far as the mid-90s, max. The talent that was there, the sheer ruggedness and toughness. These people played broken bones, you name it. I mean, I know I've seen people, especially on Dallas, which happened. It used to be my favorite team. Pittsburgh Steelers, Oakland Raiders, all of them. These people played with broken bones. And you know what they were paid? They were paid a paltry, and I'm talking a paltry couple of $100,000 a year. And I think, I got a phone call all of a sudden. Sorry about this, folks. Let me shut it off. Okay. Anyway, I think that might have been a caller. The Anyway, like I was saying, give me an email, drdally66@gmail.com, and comment on the show. Hopefully, we can make a scheduled call-in, or a couple scheduled call-ins, and give me some suggestions of what you want to hear. I'll be more than happy to research it and call, and and put it on the air. But this football player, this $220 million contract is pathetic. It's disgusting. It really is. And no, they do not deserve it. I don't care what anybody says. And the story I just told you about Hezbollah, those people, the army, the military, those people are the ones that deserve that money, not professional athletes. You got people that are dead right now in Israel because of this Hezbollah attack. You people better get your heads screwed on straight, because this country is going downhill real quick. Folks, I want to thank you again for listening. This has been Taboo Talk with Dan Daly. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.